I'm going to go over a little bit of lower body placement on the offside, because I think what a lot of people have problems with is what are their legs doing, and that'll make your shot better or worse depending on where your body is. You'll hear in some other videos people talking about 6 eyes. You have 2 eyes on your head, 2 on your shoulders, and then 2 on your hips. And all your eyes need to be looking at where the ball is. So for instance, if I'm getting ready for an offside shot, typically people will get a decent shoulder rotation, but their hip eyes are still looking forward. So you're going to need to roll forward on the saddle. If you watch what my thighs are doing, look, here is the center of my thighs. So when I get up into a position, I actually roll my thighs on to where the center of my pants are almost up against the saddle. You don't want to have your toes pointing out. That makes you not have a good solid platform for hitting. So point your toes towards the horse's bit, roll up, and that gives you your stability with these thighs hanging on. If I'm going to get ready for the offside, I'm now going to take my left hip, my left shoulder, and I'm pointing them towards my horse's ears. Look at now what my left thigh has done. I have gone from the center of my thigh being here, watch the seam of my pants where it goes. The seam of my pants is now pointing forward for me to get in a proper position. This allows my thigh to anchor me against the saddle. If you look down at my left foot, I've got my weight in my heels. A lot of people don't rotate. They'll bend their knee and push their leg against the horse and think that that's anchoring him. Right now that's giving me a Charlie horse in the back of my thigh, but what it does is, number one, you're not anchored as well. It's actually pushing you forward and putting you in a more precarious position for actually falling off your horse. So straighten your knee, push your weight into your heel. If you push your weight into your heel, your leg will straighten and it won't come up here. Also, the other problem with that knee bending and coming up against the horse is the horse's flanks are very sensitive. So therefore, if you've got your leg up on the horse's flank, it's going to shoot forward or it's going to go sideways across the ball. So if you're having trouble with your horse getting excited at the ball, or your horse is running over the ball, probably what is happening is this leg is bending and going into the horse's flank, and you're actually giving him a signal to move without knowing you are. It's like you pocket dialed the horse. He answered the phone, however, you didn't know you just pocket dialed him. So roll those thighs on. It's great if you can go out just riding, no mallet, just go out riding and practice being in this position. This is going to help you in your game. The more you practice this, the more you over-exaggerate this in practice, the closer you'll get to it towards a game. A lot of people who've done English riding will tend to ride with their toes out. If you think to come pigeon-toed and over-exaggerate it the other way, you're actually going to be in the middle where you're supposed to be. So riding drills, do this. You can also do this by dropping your left stirrup and getting into the position. It's really going to force this left leg to be in the correct position if it's not in a stirrup. You don't get that security that you get with the stirrup, and you will be almost forced to get in the proper position. So roll yourself on. Point your hip eyes to the ball. Point your shoulder eyes to the ball. Look at the ball. You are actually going to be pointing your left shoulder to the ball on even the half swing or the full swing. You've got your weight down in your right heel. The toe comes out a little bit, almost because it has to, but the more you can keep it in, the more you can keep the thigh on the saddle, the better your hitting platform. So here you are, the horse's neck. You can touch it for your shot, which I think is a great thing, but don't ever make it become a crutch. If someone were to come and make your horse's neck disappear, you shouldn't fall on the ground. But you should be able to touch it to give yourself a good balance, but it's not a crutch. It's not a third leg. Your hitting platform is here. It's in this anchor in this leg. So this is your position. Practice being in this position with your lower body so that you're out over the ball. The more I anchor this left leg, the better I can get out over the ball, the better I can get a reach if I need a reach. Keep the weight in the heels. You'll be over the horse. I'm out of the saddle, but my center of gravity is over the horse.